On one special Saturday in May, WAFB Channel 9 invites our area's top high school graduates to be part of an exclusive club, the Best of the Class. WAFB and Campus Federal Credit Union give you this behind-the-scenes look at the making of the 2012 Best of the Class.
Hi there. How you doing? Good. Which high school are you in?
False River. Green. You're right here.
All right. False River. Veronica?
You'll go to the red and they'll hang up your cap and gown.
It's a celebration, a joyous event where students and parents get to come out and really highlight their achievement through the high school years.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello, good.
What high school?
Edie White.
Northeast. Okay, great.
It's the culmination of their high school careers. They're the valedictorians. They're the very top of their respective classes. And all these schools come together and they get to mingle and meet these other students who've done the same thing that they've done. Outstanding students. We're all looking ahead to college and great careers. And it's like the sky is the limit.
Is the only event I've ever known where everyone arrives early. Valedictorians are at the top of their class because they're organized, and you'll get there an hour early, and they're sitting there quietly waiting for you to show up. And I always joke about that with them, but a lot of them are coming in from way out, away from Baton Rouge. It's important to them.
Around the 1st of March, we send out letters to, this year it was 102 schools, and we send it to the attention of the principal. They go over these letters and they respond to us by giving us a best of the class. And this is either their valedictorian, or if there's more than one, they use a formula to choose the student that is the most qualified. This year there was probably about 85.
Hey, what school are you in? St. Michael. St. Michael.
When they arrive at Lod Cook, they come in to the lobby and we have registration set up. And we group them by colors. Purple, green, blue, and red, so that we can get them organized.
You'll hang up your cap and gown under the green.
And get their spots shot.
You'll be in the red room today.
They usually bring their mom and dad. Sometimes a brother or sister, sometimes a girlfriend or boyfriend, but mostly it's family.
I think the parents are, it's like one of those moments where they can, for a moment, say, job well done. You know, us, mom and dad, we've done a good job, and our kids have listened to us.
These are parents that have raised their kids, not really pushing them, but teaching them how to take pride in themselves and then watching them go. And so this is another phase when they're sitting there and they finally meet Donna Britt, and they don't talk to me first. They let the kid talk and they listen. And you could see them just bursting with pride.
There wasn't a parent there that I met that wasn't full of pride, and a couple of the fathers especially just beaming. I had a chance to talk to two dads who didn't go to college themselves, and they were just ecstatic because here was a chance, or here they were seeing their child getting ready to take that first step to go to college. And that kind of hit home because it was the same in my family. I was the first one in my family to go to college, so I kind of saw my father there in some ways, although hey, I wasn't anywhere near valedictorian or best of my class.
Turn your head and look here and smile. Okay. Honors that you've earned, the future that looks bright because of everything you learned. A smile that says you've made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class.
This behind-the-scenes look at the making of WAFB's Best of the Class is sponsored by Campus Federal Credit Union.
Once you look right over here, when we say go, turn, look into the camera, and break into a smile.
The future that looks bright because of everything you learned. A smile that says you've made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class. this year.
Quite a spectrum of young men and women in that group, and some of them you could see even in their eyes, their path, they know where they're going.
I'm gonna go to Southeastern and major in psychology and minor in political science and business administration.
Well, I'll be attending Southern University to major in nursing. I'll be a nurse practitioner.
A few of the others, there was sort of a measure of trepidation. High school had been a big success story for them, but this college thing was a little amorphous. It didn't know what to do with it. So I got a chance to speak with that wide variety of reactions. Most of them, though, of course, enjoying the wonders of the day with their family.
It's a wonderful meeting of really great minds, and they walk in the door like this blast of potential, and you just see the promise that's in their face, and you hear their plans.
I plan on majoring in mathematical economic analysis.
I'm going to Louisiana Culinary Institute. I want to go to LSU for petroleum engineering.
Harding University, it's in Searcy, Arkansas.
So it's kind of like being at the train station when these really high-speed trains are leaving, and they've got their destinations already in mind, and they love telling you about it. And that to me is best of class. I just love it.
Where is the next step?
I'm going to the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia.
Yeah, okay.
LSU Honors College.
Okay.
Majoring in biology, trying to become a doctor, so we'll see.
Anesthesiologist.
Okay, so you're going into pre-med?
Biochemistry is my major.
First of all, it's a weekend, and this is kind of a fun event for them. You wouldn't think they'd be worrying about the next test or exam or whatever, but this young lady is going to MIT, and she's sitting there studying for some upcoming exam, and I don't know that too many of them were doing that, but she was. She caught my eye. I talked to her.
How did you choose MIT?
Well...
Or did they choose you?
Well, there's that. And then I actually went to a summer program there last summer, and I really liked it, and it kind of opened my eyes, so.
We did have kids who were going to the other side of the country, and I would joke with the parents and say, they're trying to get away from you.
Hopefully I can work with the Russian embassy and travel to Russia, maybe international law, work with easing relations, United States and Russia.
I'm really interested in going overseas and helping other people in other countries. That's where my heart is.
Where would you go first?
I'd probably go to China first. I don't know why, but that's just where the draw is for me right now.
But we did have a whole lot of kids that were staying in state. They were looking forward to going to LSU.
I am very excited. It's one of those next steps, so I'm very excited, ready for the challenge. Everyday education is the key. You have to have education, and if you don't, then you can't be anything in this world. Because it is now, people with bachelor's degrees and is having a hard time getting jobs, you know, so they have to go out there and they have to get it.
We have to remember, these are the best of the best. Most of these kids had offers to go not just anywhere in the state, but in different places across the country. So I was impressed and pleased to see that many of them chose to stay home for their college career.
You're going to look here, and when I tell you, turn your head and smile right here. Okay, you ready?
A day for happiness, but why do all the tears flow? Where did all the years go? The autographs they have and got, the honors that you earned, the future that looks bright because of everything you learned, a smile that says you've made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class this year.
This is an event that WAFB is so excited to be a part of. It's really an exciting time. And students, I know each and every one of you have worked very hard to reach this achievement. All the years of hard work, all those late nights of studying are paying off, and you should be extremely proud. And parents, I know how proud you are, and rightly so. But I also know they wouldn't be here without the love and support that you have given them every step of the way. Looking out across this room, I know I'm looking at leaders of tomorrow, and that gives me a lot of hope and optimism about our future. So enjoy the day, enjoy the moment, you so deserve it, and congratulations on being the best of the class.
Welcome, we're so glad to be here again,
It is really fun to see the faces out there. I looked around and saw some people from Terrebonne Parish. I talked to a family from New Roads, all over the Baton Rouge and our viewing area. And I wasn't in Best of the Class. I don't even know if it was happening then, but I was a decent student, but you're the best. So congratulations.
We love the potential that we see in you. And we do want to hear what your plans are. But we also know that this is the greatest adventure of your life. The next 4 years or so, it's when you find your heart's vocation. And we want you to know that we're cheering you on for that.
Well, this year we had to plan regarding the weather.
Yeah, you know, generally we try and do Best of the Class outside, and man, in May it can be brutally hot. So thankfully the weatherman was calling for a little rain. And in fact, the rain did arrive.
We will take the group shot first in the foyer and the lobby. It's going to be a little more cramped than in previous years because we don't have the luxury of working outside. Everyone will be in that lobby. But we want everyone to grab caps and gowns no matter what group you're in, and we're going to establish the group shot.
It was actually a blessing because on some years it's been so excruciatingly hot. We were worried about grads passing out, you know, and all those robes, just all the robes and the hats and building up heat under the graduation cap.
Her dad is going to be shooting this too.
Where did all the years go?
That was perfect. All right, we're done.
The future that looks bright because of everything you learned. A smile that says you made it all the way. And graduation days here. You're the best of the class this year.
It involves a lot of folks from WAFB and of course our sponsor, our main sponsor, who is Campus Federal. But people from news, marketing, production, sales, everybody's involved. There's probably about 50 people altogether.
I don't do the weather, but he does.
First of all, congratulations all of you graduating seniors. It is quite an accomplishment. Everybody's proud of you. Give yourselves a hand. All right, second of all, couple things you need to know. Tassels to the left. Another thing I need to ask you guys is all of you tall people, and you know who you are because the short people are always looking up to you. I would like to ask you please to stand in the back of the room. What we're going to do is we're going to set up in an arc.
You get to see the anchors do the introduction and they get exposed to a little bit of how TV works.
Everybody face this direction.
Being inside, just finding a place to place the camera where everyone can be seen, because you don't want to spend all this effort and then not be able to see yourself in the commercial.
Okay, so if everyone could line up in a semicircle, taller people in the back. If you cannot see over the person in front of you, you will not be seen by the camera.
Almost miraculously, they squeezed those 85 students into a space where we could all get the shots that we needed to get through the process.
Okay, everybody ready?
Ready.
We are rolling.
Born ready, sir.
All right, here we go.
It was actually one of the easiest ones we've ever had because I don't think we had any retakes. We did it and we got our job done and we took off.
Here we go in 3, 2.
We are honored to be among these high school valedictorians and top graduating seniors here on the LSU campus.
I know we speak for everyone who cares about education in the future when we say to these young men and women,
we're proud of you.
Keep up the good work. Congratulations.
When they get in the group all together and they do the hat toss, and I think they just really enjoy it.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2.
We're honored to be among these high school valedictorians and top graduating seniors on the LSU campus.
I know that we speak for everyone who cares about education and the future when we say to these young women and men,
we're proud of you.
Keep up the good work.
Congratulations. It worked out well. We couldn't let the parents come in like we usually do and circle around because we just didn't have room. We were shoehorning people in to get them in there. But I thought it looked really good. We're honored to be among these high school valedictorians and top graduating seniors on the LSU campus.
I know that we speak for everyone who cares about education.
A day for happiness, but why do all the tears flow? Where did all the years go? You're the best of the class.
This behind-the-scenes look at the making of WAFB's Best of the Class is sponsored by Campus Federal Credit Union.
Oh, look at those medals she got. Hello. Redemptress. Okay, hold the name over your face. Hold that sign up so we can all read it and I can spell your name right.
Jennifer McAvoy.
You're gonna look here, and when I tell you, turn your head and smile right here. And go. Hold it for about 10 seconds. Very pretty smile.
My favorite part is just watching the kids and their parents, because I know how proud the parents are. And just seeing them very quietly taking care of the stuff, and the parents are putting on the graduation gown and getting teary-eyed. It's neat.
You're catching her primping.
Look right into the lens and smile.
I think my favorite part is actually sitting there talking to each student. It's the only time we ever get to do that. And so it's not addressing the whole crowd, but it's talking to individuals, finding a little bit about them, you know, what their hopes are, where they're going, you know, how they've arrived at this point. That's my favorite part.
Time to share with friends, a hug that says we'll keep in touch, 'cause friendship never ends. A day to thank all those who helped you through the tough times, took you through the rough times. The autographs, the cap and gown, the honors that you've earned, the future that looks bright because of everything you learned. A smile that says you've made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class this year. Why do all the tears flow? Where did all the years go? The autographs, a cap and gown, the the honors that you've earned, a future that looks bright because of everything you learned, a smile that says you've made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class this year. A smile that says you've made it all the way, and graduation day is here. You're the best of the class this year.